natural. We're going to do a presentation of a project called Our Land, and I'm going to tell you a bit about how it came about. I had an idea several months ago, it could even be almost a year ago. Jan, Suzanne and Dave helped me to develop it into something that could be used as a project, and since then the research team that I'm part of, they've all been rejected from RADA and the Royal Shakespeare Company. They've valiantly agreed or been bullied into helping to present it. So you'll see the slides on here. We've got slides plus a script. Be very gentle with us. Now, it's hopefully something that the hubs, all the members can take on, and you'll understand what it's about when we've gone through the presentation. Thank you to Jason, who saved me at the last minute outside with a sausage roll, and he's agreed to do the CD. And Dave, thank you in advance for doing that, and Wendy as well for filming it. What else do I need to say?
Here's a five and get a drink.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Thank you for your contribution. Get that man out, please. Security, who's security today? Is it Jan? Right, fine, great. Now, what do I need to? Yeah. So I'm trying to get everything out at the beginning, not very well, so that I don't have to say anything much at the end. So you'll see here in some of the slides people holding up handmade Salvo flags. All of the flag bits are at the back on the table. I won't be sorting out who's taking what. Somebody will be. But the idea is that the hub coordinators, if they're here, take their bits back to their hubs, and you can have competitions or workshops or whatever to make up your flags. All expense has been spared. It's bits of paper, the economy paper with candy floss sticks, and that was Suzanne's idea for candy floss sticks, I think. Yeah, so it's something that everyone can hopefully take part, can do together, and yeah, I think I'll stop talking now, so we'll do this. I hope you've got low expectations of our acting skills, hope that's clear, and at the end I've got something else that I will read out, and then that will be us finished and gone. Alex as well, thank you for, if you look at the I want to say backside, but the other side of your agenda, Alex has kindly printed all these out for us, and the project, a big inspiration for it has been Gabalan's This Land Is Your Land, which was the Scottish version of Woody Guthrie's song, so some of you will be familiar with it. So we're going to play it to start with at the beginning, and please join in, and then after we've finished playing it, it's 2 minutes 4 seconds, and then if anyone is as obsessive about timing as I am, and then we will launch into the script and and oh, one last thing, the documents will be sent out to all the hubs afterwards, sometime next week, and it includes not only the presentation but the the script as well, but it won't have our names on. It will have just voice 1, voice 2, so you can, you know, have a laugh in your own regions. So, yeah. So let's see if we can start with a song. Thanks, Jason.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from the English border to the North Sea waters, from the Western Islands to the Northern Highlands. This land was made for you and me. One summer's morning, as the day was dawning, we viewed the islands on the misty skyline, the rainbow fountains of the Cullen Mountains. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from the English border to the North Sea waters, from the Western Islands to the Northern Highlands. This land was made for you and me. No winter crept on, as Scotland slept on, no country rolling, no oil rig going, just weird byways and deserted highways, very soul that I used to be. This land is your land, this land is my land, from the English border to the North Sea border, from the Western Islands to the Northern Highlands. This land was made for you and me. Then I awakened to a spring day breaking on the sons and daughters of Alba's waters, and the flag went flying as the rock went flying. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from the English border to the North Sea waters, from the Western Islands to the Northern Highlands. This land was made for you and me.
Well done, Gabby.
Scotland. Whose land?
It's your land.
My land?
Yes, it's your land.
Because this
This land was made for you and me.
from the oil in the Cromarty Firth to the wind power at Blairgowrie, to the refinery at Grangemouth, to the Scottish Parliament at Holyrood. This
The
land.
land was made for you and me.
The Our Land project invites every Salvo member to demonstrate that this land is our land, just like this slide with the photos of 4 locations in the beautiful county of Moray.
All Salvo members who want to take part will receive a paper flag. This is the front of the flag. This is so this is the front of the flag with the silver logo in gold and on a black background. Written underneath the logo is Salvo's strapline, Know Your Past, Shape Your Future, and the bottom right hand corner is Salvo's website, www.salvo.scot. On the back of the flag is a leaflet produced by Salvo. It gives information about Scotland's claim of rights and lists examples of crimes that the state might commit or have committed which contravene the rights of the Scottish people under that claim of rights. The penalty for such crimes is the forfeit of power. The paper part of the flag will be attached to a wooden stick.
The following is a participant information and consent form that Salvo members will be able to access via their regional hub. In line with Salvo's campaign to educate the people of Scotland regarding our legal rights as sovereign Scots, rights that predate the Treaty of Union 1707 and which we still possess, the Our Land project is a way of demonstrating our knowledge of these rights in a way that is symbolic practical, and open to all who wish to be a part of inspiring a mass grassroots movement. The goal of building such a movement is to decolonise Scotland by reasserting and reinstating Scotland's independence as a sovereign nation, so that our resources can be used fairly for the common good, the many, rather than the current reality whereby our land and other assets are being misappropriated and used for the benefit of only a few people.
How can you get involved?
As a member of Salvo, you're warmly invited to accept a free flag issued to you by your regional hub, and then do the following. Take a photo of yourself or ask someone to take a photo of you holding up the flag in your village, town, city, or in another place near to where you live. Alternatively, take a photo of the flag on its own, perhaps tied to a railing outside a building, sticking out of a Wellington boot, beside a soft toy or a pet, or something like that. Email the photo to your regional hub found at the top of the page. Write both your name and the name of the place where the photo was taken in the subject line of the email. What happens next? Your photo will be put into a group with 3 other photos taken by Salvo members from your hub to make a poster. All photos will be labelled with the location, first in the appropriate traditional language for your region, e.g. Scots, the Doric, Scots Gaelic, followed by its English name. Names of individuals who have submitted photos will not be displayed. The poster will form part of a publicity campaign which may include any or all of the following: sharing in print form, sharing on the Salvo website, sharing across social media platforms, including YouTube, sharing by any other wholly legal means in order to gain maximum attention.
How does the Our Land project fit with Salvo's values and objectives?
All sovereign Scots can take part.
The people of Scotland are sovereign.
All sovereign Scots can take part.
This union is a political and economic one only. The territory, or land and sea, belongs to the sovereign nation of Scotland, the Scottish people, also known as the Crown.
The Scottish version of the song, "This Land is Your Land," reminds us that all territory and natural resources belong and always have belonged to the sovereign nation of Scotland, the Scottish people, also known as the Crown.
People need to know that the Claim of Right Act of 1689 made sure the Scottish people, also known as the Crown, would continue to be sovereign even after the Treaty of Union was signed in 1707.
Holding up a Salvo flag in any and every part of Scotland is a symbol to show that we, the Scottish people, also known as the Crown, know that this land belongs to you and me.
This is the final section of the participation information and consent form. It is important that you give your permission for Salvo to use the photo that you have submitted. By writing and signing your name below, you agree that you are at least 16 years old, you have read and understood the information provided above about the Our Land project, you are the owner of the photo you are submitting. Salvo may use the photo that you have submitted for the purpose of a publicity campaign. Salvo reserves the right not to use any photo that it deems inappropriate for any reason.
Good thinking putting that in there.
Good thinking, Batman. Please note that if after having signed this form and given Salvo your permission to use the photo, you later change your mind and wish to withdraw that consent, simply email your regional hub coordinator to let them know and it'll be ignored. No, I'm only joking. Your photo will then be removed from any digital publicity as soon as possible. However, it may not be possible to remove it from any material that has already appeared and has been distributed either digitally or in print form. But we will do our best. In signing this form, this is the disclaimer, in signing this form I understand that Salvo takes no responsibility for any harm physical, mental or financial, that may occur as a result of my participation in this photo. Project Eden, or yours.
Inspiration and ideas behind the Our Land project. The singing revolution, which we heard about this morning, is shown in a documentary about Estonia's journey to liberation. Another inspiration has been Andy Whiteman's work, Who Owns Scotland? The act of taking a photograph while holding a flag is simple, inclusive and symbolic. It's a means of inspiring a mass political and educational movement quickly and in a very public way. Associations can be made between a symbol, the flag showing the lion rampant with Salvo text, or a song, Gaberlunzie's version of This Land Is Your Land, adapted from the original protest song by Woody Guthrie in 1940, and a call to action, joining Salvo, signing the Edinburgh Proclamation and learning about our history.
And at the end, some thanks and acknowledgements. Thank you to Andy Whiteman and Gaberlunzie, that's Gordon Mingus and the late Robin Watson, for what they have done over many years in their respective fields for the people of Scotland. Their work has played a central role in the creation of the Our Land project, and they don't even know it. Now that's a bit of a lie, but I'll tell you about that afterwards. Thanks also to all those past and present who have worked tirelessly and with immense courage to keep the dream of Scottish decolonisation and the reassertion of Scotland's independence alive, a dream that will be realised. And then some useful links at the bottom.
So, Scotland, whose land?
It's your land.
My land?
Yes, it's your land.
Because
This land was made for you and me.
Well done.
This land is your land. This land is mine land. From the Northern water, from the western islands to the northern highlands. This land was made for you and me. One summer's morning, as the day was dawning, I knew the islands on the misty skyline, the rainbow mountains of the golden mountains.
You lot are rubbish at singing, come on. We need independence, we have to be the singers.
And this my land on the English border, to the sea border, on the western islands to the northern highlands. This land was made for you and me. No pleasure slept on, a Scotland slept on. No factory rolling, no oil rolling, just good byways and deserted highways. Rest of the lightning stream. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the English border to the North Sea water, from the western islands to the northern highlands. This land was made for you and me. And I awakened to a spring day breaking, when the sons and daughters of our father's waters, and the blackbird flying, and the rampant flying. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the English border to the North Sea water, from the western islands to the northern highlands. This land was made for you and me.
Well done.
Thank you for listening to our presentation and watching it. And I reckon the second attempt at the song might just get us over the line to independence.
Oh, love it.
Now, I'd said that these people, Andy Whiteman and Gaberlunzie, didn't know that we've done this. Andy Whiteman doesn't, but I managed to track down Gordon Mingus, and he was going to play at the Keith Festival, and so I shared that with the team. I said, Bill, you're nearest to me, will you come with me please, because I want to meet him. And Bill said, are you needing a responsible adult to go with you? I said yes, because that ain't me. So we got all that sorted, and then I phoned the guy who was organising the festival, Sandy McCombie, and I said, I'd like to know where and when Gordon Mingus is playing, please, because we'd like tickets. And he said, well, I'll stop you there. Unfortunately, Gordon's had to pull out because he's having health problems. So I didn't have a plan B. So I said, would you mind if I tell you why I'd specifically like to meet him? And he said, go ahead. So I told him about the project, and he said, I think Gordon would be really interested in that. Here's his phone number. So I said, Jan, can you phone him up? No, I'm not phoning him up. Right, okay. So a week later, I phoned him up, and he did exactly what I do when a strange number comes through. He cut me off before I had a chance to talk to him. So I phoned Sandy back, and I said, look, this has happened, do you have his email address? No, we don't do email, we don't communicate through emails, but here's his postal address. I said, even better. So I printed out the presentation with the script. I wrote him a two-sided A4 page to tell him about the project and to thank him for, you know, the song being an inspiration, and thank him for all that he's done. And I gave him an open invitation to the AGM. I told him the details, and I gave him my email address and whatever, and left it at that. And then a couple of days later, I got an email from Gordon, and he's given me his permission to read it out. Hi Joe, thank you for making contact via Sandy McCombie and allowing me a preview of your Salvo presentation. I'm honoured to be part of such a worthwhile and vivacious project. The song was, of course, written by Woody Guthrie for his native America, and only the Scots words are mine. I'm so sorry to be missing the Keith Festival, but I'm experiencing mobility problems at present. This also prevents me from accepting your very gracious invitation to your AGM. Back in the day, Robin and I knew exactly what we were doing with Scotland in mind. My songs were geared for education as well as enjoyment, and this led us being kicked out of the City of Glasgow Police 52 years ago. Our crime? Taking an active part in politics by singing our songs. In those days, police conditions of service barred all political involvement. I wish every success to Salvo and your special project, and on the 29th of June I shall be with you in spirit, if not in person. I have no doubt that one day we Scots shall be unfettered by Westminster. Yours, I, Gordon Mingus. Enough singing, we've tested them to their limit. Twice is enough. So thanks. No. I've done my bit. I'm off for a fag. Right, thank you very much, and to everyone who's been involved, and hopefully people will, you know, all the hubs will want to take part, and yeah. So it's been held by, you know, a few of us for many months, and now it's handed over to every member. So thank you very much for your patience, and if anyone's got any plays coming up or films and you need actors, you know, don't look here, look elsewhere.
Can I just say that at the back of the room there are the components for the flags. I've brought some carrier bags with me this morning, so if you want, the hub coordinator or someone from each hub could come to the table and take what you need. The flags are in bundles of 100 and the sticks are in bundles of 50. And my friend and I, my wonderful friend Katrina at the back, will help give you them out. So I have brought plenty of bags with me, so you should be able to take them away with me today. And I'll get the boot of my car back, because I've been in the boot of my car since no AGM. So thanks, folks.
Thanks, Jan. Thank you.